Hello and welcome. It is the third day of September 2019, a Tuesday. This is the Money Charts channel, and all bets, trades, and of the like within each his own risk and their own reward. Before we get into cryptos, let's take a quick look at the precious metals, which see silver over $25 Canadian, and levels not seen going back to November of 2016, almost 3 years ago, and now approaching the level of major resistance at around 26 and a half. That took place in the summer of 2016. Getting above that, we'll be talking about going back to levels seen in 2013, or not seen last since, and this key area of support that came in at around 27 US. And interesting day because I guess whenever 25 comes up, I'm always going to be getting the memories of back in the day. Silver had gotten by this level of resistance. And then on right in here, I think it was October 14th. It would have been a Thursday, though, because that's when my silver dealer was open. It was on Thursdays. Yeah, one day a week. And I was able to buy two silver eagles for, or three or four actually, maybe. I think it was at least four or five. I was at well around four, $25 a piece. It was like $24.75 Canadian. I'm like, yeah, I got to do it. And then of course the price went way high, and it had a significant amount of time above 25 from November of 2010, and then leaving it in April of 2013. As far as the U.S. side is concerned, let's take a look at silver there. And it shows the price in at $18.80, not at levels last seen as well. Since 2016, it is above this congestion area and is above all of these highs that it's seen in 2017 and in 2018. And well, the main story for silver is the excitation here and how well it's performing so far. Leaving this 18 average, most certainly a clear break. We can see this start to rise. When it's ready to pull back, I'm going to be looking for the 18 to be a area of huge support. Whether it will be or not, I think it will. But as it goes now, it's nice, breaking out very nice, and I have to give this the benefit of the doubt to potentially just have a test up towards this 21 level. Previous resistance in from the July 2016 highs. On the daily chart for it, it's gotten above this level of resistance. Nice day so far, up 1.79%. And this has just gotten going on the single hour. As we can see, getting above this level. Just beautiful hour so far, up 1.33%. It's 9:30 in the morning as I'm doing this. So I guess the stock market's now open. I guess. I don't guess, I know. I don't have to guess that. But 15-minute time frame, up and away so far, getting above this level of resistance, doing so at 9 o'clock in the morning. Gold, it too breaking higher from this 9 o'clock period and finding great support at this 1522 level for several times. As of course, this was the big level of possible resistance. No, there wasn't. At least, actually, there was before, I think. Yeah, there was before. Yeah, right here. And we resisted it, had a good pullback, then getting above it. Now, supporting it and lifting off. So, got to give this the benefit of the doubt to make it to the next level, which I guess we'll see on the more longer term charts. The 16 high change mark. Looks as if possibly that's where it can be going. But clear break, of course, above this level of resistance and a concise move up to this key point. So um, right now we still have to give the benefit of the doubt to the buyers. Now let's switch over to cryptocurrency. Start off within Bitcoin dominance, as I've been talking about how it looks like another leg higher is coming into play. That is the case, but just barely right now. Price action, or at least the number here, the high on the August 5th weekly timestamp set. Let's just go to the daily. It'll be a lot easier this way. The high on here came in at 72 and a half, it looks like, a little hair above. Well, it's 72.93 now, so it's above it. But when we look at where key highs are, we have one here, and then we break out to here, then we break out to here, and then we break out to here. So I have to think it's got to at least come up to, I think, around in here. But that's what the message of the market or the statement of the story, as I'm looking at it, is alive as it stands. Breakout of major resistance, and this has just been a new move as well. As we take a look at this on the hourly time frame, we can had all this time just grinding in there, and then comes back to the 18 in here, and then 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, but really 8 o'clock. This thing got going very, very nicely, and more particularly at 8:45 in the morning. We take a look at Bitcoin, and on that same 15-minute time frame, there's the 8:45 breakout, getting above this major level of multiple hit resistance at 10,475. Up 200 from that point. It was up about another 75 more several minutes ago on the single hour term. The price action having this nice correctionary phase and then leaving the 18. Significant move. Very much a good breakout from this previous high already. How much more? Well, we'll see in time when we look at this on the more longer term. Significant break above the 8-hour time frame, really starting to get very overextended, especially if it's going to get up to this previous high about 10,900. But that just means potential levels of resistance and probably even that probable levels of resistance. At any time a significant move like this is in play, it really has to hold like the key level. Generally 61.8% from this low to whatever the high happens to be. To me, I always would deem as like an area for, okay, we got to break it like this. It really needs to hold that whenever it's ready to correct. On the daily term time frame, it's really not overextended in here, as we're just having excitation amongst the 18. But furthermore, in the sideways range, it's just getting closer to the middle part of the range, and going above that, it will just start to move into the upper part of the range. So it's still in the sideways move. There really isn't too much more else to report there on the 3-day chart. After having amazing support on the 18 lows, it's been having a resistance within it. It's pretty much stayed the entirety since this July 12th period, or for the last dozen or more periods within the 18 average. On the weekly, it's having its correctionary move from this point A rally on April the 1st, and it's been in this now for about 4, 3, 4, 5, about 7 or so periods. For excitation of the 18 here, I'm looking at about 11 and 3/4, 11,775, and monthly was pause periods over the last two. But so far, as long as it stays within this, it's just holding in there. But that's really big for it to not be resisting and rather supporting this major level of key resistance, sort of like how gold's doing within its key 61.8% number as well. So both of them have showing good signs so far. Last night I talked about BNB, or the fact that this is probably going to go down to this 2079 handle. And sure enough, it is most certainly making its way lower. So this is something within the BNB trade I felt, okay, this is something to sell for the overnight market. I did get out of this in the morning to look, okay, is there anything here that I want to play? And it's EOS. And it's been a good one so far. I'm actually profiting on this so far. As I got in this at 14.95, right now it's in at 15.17, and my alerts just are not working. At least not today, at least not here. Because I didn't get alerted when I had my first sell order hit, which was, well, let's just take a look at this on the 4-minute. And my first sell order hit in here. Anyway, the price action. Why did I like this? Okay. Well, as I was looking at this on the single hour term time frame, I noticed after this matching low, or pretty close to it, I liked how it was showing this movement here amongst the 18 average of highs. So I really thought that this had the potential to get going. I really didn't see anything, and I only liked this okay. It was either that or stay in the BNB short, if you will, which to me was just just too low volatility, which is why I liked it overnight. But if I'm just looking at this now, I would rather try to come in and get whatever find whatever I can. As far as any of these markets percentage moves, Wabi was the one that I thought. Litecoin was something I was considering as well, and it's doing, compared to the other coins anyway, better than a lot of the other ones. Still, it's down against Bitcoin like most coins are right now. But this is something that I played in yesterday's session, and to me, this still looks like it's got the possibilities for a decent size move heading forward within this market. This is TAEL or TAEL, but the ticker symbol is WABI. And Litecoin again was a runner-up to play this, as it's showing nice movements right now within the 18 average of highs, and on the 3-hour term time frame. Actually, 1 hour is where I want to go. There we have nice excitation amongst this 18. When we have a move like this, I guess you could say like around 3 would be must hold for support. But hey, Litecoin, it's to me one of those coins that is very similar to Bitcoin, but I think heading forward should have a good chance of overperforming it, and definitely something I enjoy trading it in a ratio form level. As in here with just a lot of my crosses, there's a lot of ones like Litecoin and Theta up at 633. Let's just take this as just one example, as the price action in here has managed to pretty much have a double bottom right at this line of resistance. And it's had a clear breakout, or else also you can look at it as far as excitation amongst the 18 average, as this thing was at about 1100, fell down to about 550, and now up to 6 1/3. But that's of course what I'm looking for, are the volatile moves. I still need this to go up, I think. Where's my alerts in here? I should have an alert somewhere. I always have an alert on Theta. I guess it depends on the time frame that I use, because it's sometimes, there we are, those are my alerts. So I'm looking to sell if it manages to go above the 670 mark. But now, is any of my other alerts working? Like, for example, Bitcoin Cash and Theta, it's close to an area where my alert would be. It's telling me I should be selling BCH soon for Theta. It's got, what's my alert for that? BCH crossing 2757. I might have to refresh this, I guess, because looks like this thing got above 2757, which is in the area where I should be. Look, yeah, I got above it. So I don't know why my alerts aren't coming in. Might have to refresh the screen or something. Alrighty then. So I got nothing much more to say. I'd like to thank you for tuning in to today's video, and have yourself a great day. Bye bye.